Welcome, eBay sellers. Today, we will provide you an overview of the flexibility and choice you have and the transparency we will provide that'll make your life easier when it comes to managing your finances on eBay. Hi, I'm David Gandhi, Head of Product for Payment Seller Experience and Protections. Let me jump into what we're going to cover in our session. First, we'll provide an overview of the flexible payout options that you have to access and have control over your funds. Second, we'll go over 3 new features that'll make your life easier when it comes to understanding your finances and payments. Third, we're going to demo one of those features, specifically our reporting dashboard that gives you a summary of all your financial activity over a period of time. And last, we'll wrap it up with some key takeaways. Does that sound good? Great, let's jump into it. Starting with payout schedules. All sellers have a payout schedule preference set the moment that they register to sell on eBay. Payout preference schedule options include daily, weekly, bi-weekly, and monthly. To view your payout schedules or to make changes, simply go to your Payments view from My eBay or Seller Hub. From there, select your payout preferences. From that point, you will be able to view all the different payout schedule options that you have available to you. Select the one that makes sense for you and your business. Sellers who are on a weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly payout schedule usually accrue enough balance to make sure that no charges hit their bank account or credit card for shipping label purchases, refunds, or other business costs or expense. Sellers who are also on weekly, bi-weekly, and monthly payout schedules have the ability to request their funds to be withdrawn on demand. It's very, very simple to do. In order to do this, simply go to your Payouts view, find your available funds, select Request Payout, select the amount that you would like paid out, confirm, and you are all set. It usually takes 1 to 3 business days from the moment you initiate your payout for the funds to actually show up in your bank account. Can't wait 1 to 3 business days? Need your money faster? No problem. We got you covered with Express Payouts. Express Payouts will allow you to receive your payout within 30 minutes for a small fee. All you need to do is add a Visa or MasterCard debit card as your payout method. It's quick and easy to do. Let me walk you through the steps. First, you're going to come to your Payouts view. Then, you're going to view the What's New card. From there, select Get Started. Add all the information associated with your debit card. We will automatically set it as your scheduled preferred payout method. For protection and security, please enter in the code that we send to you. And you are all set to receive your payouts within 30 minutes or less. Flexible payout choices that meet your needs that you have control over. I'm now going to hand it over to my colleague, Ragesh Chettiary, to go over 3 new features that are going to make your life easier and that we think you are going to love.
Thank you, David. Hi, sellers. My name is Ragesh Chettiary, and I'm the Director of Payments Experience and Insights at eBay. I am responsible for delivering a seamless payments experience to all of you. Today, I'm super pumped to talk to you about 3 different payment experiences that is going to simplify your life and save you some time. The first one that I'm going to talk about is order earnings. This is a feature that we launched this year, which clearly tells you how much you made from a sale. Let's roll back a few months and see how you would have figured out your net earnings from an order without a feature like this. First, you would go to your order details view to find out how much your buyer paid. And then you would go to a payments view, filter all the payment transactions by the order ID, do an additional filter to identify all the expenses associated with the order. And then you would subtract all those expenses from what your buyer paid to arrive at your net earnings. This is time-consuming, complicated and messy. We get it, which is exactly why we launched order earnings earlier this year, which will clearly tell you how much you made from a sale, net of sales tax, transaction fees, promoted listing fees, and shipping costs. Let's take a look at this feature. You will find this feature on Order Details view in both your web and mobile flows. There are two big sections here, what your buyer paid and what you earned. Under what your buyer paid, you would actually see an itemized breakdown of your order total. In most cases, this includes item subtotal, which is nothing but item price times quantity, your buyer paid shipping, as well as your sales tax. And under what you've earned section, we tell you your actual earnings, net of all expenses and sales tax. As I mentioned, we launched this feature at the beginning of the year, and a lot of sellers have been using it. They really love it, and they're telling us that it's saving them a ton of time. We would really love for you to use it as well. The next feature that I'm going to talk about today is the Reports Financial Overview experience. This is a feature that will summarize all your key financial information for a specific time period, all in one place. This includes payouts, expenses, sales, and refunds, everything in one place. Now, let's say you'd never had this feature, and now you have to summarize all your sales for the month of July. How would you do it? You'd first go to your payments view, and then you would select a start date of July 1st and an end date of July 31st. After that, you will go through several pages of payment transactions. Maybe you would export all of this to a CSV file, or you would print all this information. Then you would have to filter that by the sale or order transaction type, add up the transaction amounts to get to your July sales summary. Let's say you change your mind, and now you want to get the sales summary for the last week. What would you do? You would have to rinse and repeat the whole thing. And then the same thing for refunds, the same thing for payouts, and the same thing for expenses. This is definitely not scalable, and this is not how you would want to spend time when you're running a business. We get it, which is why we've changed all of it. In a few keystrokes, you will be able to generate your financial summary, and all of that will be available to you in a few seconds. Let's take a look at it. You will be able to access this experience under Seller Hub Payments Reports. When you land here, you will see that all of your key financial information will be summarized for the current month. You do have the option to choose additional presets under time period. We do support last week, last month, and last year. Now, let's say you want to create a custom financial summary. We do have that option too. All you have to do is select a start date and a time date by choosing the custom option and generate a financial summary. Some of you would want to do more than viewing this information. Download this information or send it to somebody else. And for you guys, we have this feature where we allow you to download and export a nice PDF summary or a detailed CSV file. We launched this feature in the US at the beginning of the year, and we're getting some great feedback. You should also try this feature and use it. The next one that I'm going to talk about is the last improvement and the third improvement and the last improvement. And I think you guys are going to love it. This is the running total. This is a feature that clearly tells you how every single financial activity adds up to your total balance or your total payment amount in your account. It gives you a historical view of how each transaction is applying to the total amount. We launched this feature earlier this year, and it helps you answer questions like, why do I have a negative balance? Why did I not get my payout last Tuesday? Or why did eBay charge me $200 like a couple of months ago? You will be able to answer all of these questions in a couple of minutes, something that would have taken you a lot longer without this feature. Let me do a quick recap. What did we learn today? The 3 improvements. Number 1, order earnings, one place where you can clearly see how much you made from a sale. Number 2, reports financial summary, a place where we summarize key financial information i.e. like refunds, payouts, expenses for a week, for a month, or even for a year. And the last one, running total, which helps you manage your books a lot faster. Now, I want to move on to the demo. I'm super excited to share with you a demo of the report's financial summary. Hey sellers, let's take a look at the report's financial overview experience today. First thing we have to do is log into eBay. And then we have to find our way to Seller Hub. There are two ways to do that. You can hit sell on the top right here, or you can go to My eBay and find the 7th link from the top, selling, and hit that as well. I'm going to do route 2 today, so there you go. So now if you land on the Seller Hub overview page, I will find my way to the payments page, which is the 7th tab from the left. It's right between performance and research. There you go, and I'm selecting reports. And this is the experience where you can see your key financial numbers, your sales, your refunds, your expenses, and net transfers all in one place. When you land on this page, you can see that your financial data is summarized for the current month. You do have the option to choose additional presets, last week, last month, and last year. I am going to choose last month. You can see that all the data is refreshed to reflect August 1st, 2023 to August 31st, 2023. On the left-hand side, we have orders. This is all the sales that you've had in August. To the right, you have all of your refunds. Now, you may have a question. Well, what about my claims, my payment disputes? If you look closer, you can see that we've broken this down into claims, payment disputes, and your regular refunds. To the right of that, we capture all of your expenses. This includes the fees that you pay eBay and also shipping label charges. And to the very right, net transfers represent all the money movement between you and eBay. The straightforward one is payouts. This is all the money that we pay you out for the sales you've had. And then charges is eBay collecting money from you for seller fees and other selling costs. Now you would have this question. This is great. I get my summary. But what if I want to share this information with my accountant or my tax person? What do I do? Well, we've thought about that. You have the option to download a PDF from here. Here is the PDF we just downloaded. I just opened it up, and you can see that it specifies the date range. It shows you the date it was generated. At the very top, we have the financial overview section. This reflects the information that you saw in the dashboard. There's a lot of information on this file. And let me just give you one vital information which is going to be super helpful for you. We saw that there was a total fees of $4,020 in your dashboard. And here we break it down into the different fee types. We show you how much of that was transaction fees, promoted listing fees, insertion fees, advanced listing upgrade fees, and other fees. Now, let's go back to the dashboard. The obvious question you're going to have is, well, I see that my total orders is $15,451.64. What's behind this? What are the different details behind it? How do I know what orders actually contribute to this number? Well, we thought about that. You can do a contextual download of your order details right here. There you go. So this is the net transfers CSV that I downloaded right now. As you can see, we only have payouts here. So the first column represents the day the payout was initiated. You get additional details about your payout right here. We give you the payout ID and the place where we actually send the payout to. Come to column AG and sum up these numbers, and you can see that this is $4,000 paid out to you in the month of August. It exactly matches with the net transfers that you see here. So that's all I have for you today. I hope you really enjoyed this demo. This is Report's financial summary for you. Let me do a quick recap of the session. First, we learned about the different payout options that gives you more flexibility and control when it comes to how you want to get paid. Next, we went through 3 different features that is going to improve your payments experience and save time for you. Last, we went through a demo of the Reports experience. Before we wrap up the session, I want to leave you with 3 things. First, please go and check your payout schedule and make sure it is right for your business. If you almost always see that you have a negative balance and you don't have enough balance to pay for your selling costs like refunds, shipping labor charges, and fees, maybe you should go to a longer payout schedule. Do you want to feel the rush of getting paid out in 30 minutes or less? Go sign up for a debit card. And lastly, most importantly, give us your feedback. Tell us what you think about everything that we explained to you today. We are super pumped to build experiences that is going to make a difference to your life and to your business. We want to thank you for your time. Thank you, sellers. Have a great rest of your eBay Open.